Pasolka, Ivy Masters Learning Center on ivymasters.com. And today we're going to look at Test 6, Section 1, numbers 38 to 39, which are paired questions. So if you, let's say you're doing this and you know the answer to number 38, you can just mark it and then look for what best matches in line 39, in number 39. But if you don't remember the answer and you don't remember where it is in the passage, then your best bet is to go to number 39, find which ones could be answering the question, cross out anything that's obviously wrong, and then go back and see what matches. It's got to directly answer the question and it's got to match. 38 reads, in passage 2, Thoreau indicates that some unjust aspects of government are what? One thing that you want to make sure you've got down is that the question's asking about Thoreau. Make sure in the passage it's talking about what Thoreau thinks. So typically when you get a question like this, it'll give you what someone else thinks. So we go to the answer choices. First we got 45 to 48. That's answer choice A for number 39. Unjust laws exist. Shall we be content to obey them? Or shall we endeavor to amend them and obey them until we have succeeded? Or shall we transgress them at once? So there he's just asking the question about what you should do if faced with an unjust law. But he's not saying, he's asking a question, so he's not saying what you should do when you're faced with that unjust law. So that turns out not to be your correct answer. Answer choice B for number 39 is, they think that if they should resist, the remedy would be worse than the evil. That's what the people would think. The people think that if they resist an unjust law, then it's going to harm them more than if they just followed that unjust law. It's not what Thoreau thinks. That's why you got to pay careful attention to who the question's asking about. Answer choice C. If the injustice is the necessary part of the friction of the machine of government, let it go, let it go. So what's he mean by let it go? He's just like, deal with it. If it's just, it's not hurting anyone. If it's just part of government, then let it go. Don't fight it. That's what he means by that. And you might not even recognize that until maybe you read a little after, and that might be helpful. I know I cut it off right at the line. But when you go to the answer choices, let it go, matches, deal with it. Let's see, answer choice A, superficial and can easily be fixed. He doesn't say that. Answer choice B, subtle and must be studied carefully. He's not talking about studying the law. Answer choice C, self-correcting and may be beneficial. He's not saying unjust law is beneficial, or there is a part in the passage that seems like he might be saying that they're self-correcting, but it doesn't match any of these lines. Anyway, answer choice D is going to be your correct answer. Inevitable, what's inevitable mean? Inevitable means it's bound to happen. It's definitely going to happen. Notice it says the necessary friction of the machine of government. So there are some laws that might be like a little unfair, but it's just government. They've got to make a law that rules everybody. So you got to fall in line with those laws. That's the necessary friction, or the inevitable part of government. Should be endured. That's what he means by let it go. He's like, deal with it. Just don't fight it. Let it go. And then if we looked at, so the correct answer for number 39 is going to be C, and for 38 it is D. And if we looked at answer choice D for number 39, a man has not everything to do, but something. And because he cannot do everything, it is not necessary that he should do something wrong. That's what man should or should not do. I'd say it's a second place to the correct answer over here. That doesn't match anything. In context, he's like, don't do something wrong. Don't like follow an unjust law if it's wrong. Anyway, thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has trouble with these paired questions. If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comment side. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. Click subscribe so you don't miss anything, and check out our 1-minute video on TikTok. Have a great day.